fact of life that as adults age, our physical and mental capabilities often diminish. And that leaves us vulnerable to elder abuse. Elder abuse can either be intentional conduct or it can be negligent conduct, sort of inaction by caregivers. Some common types of senior abuse include physical abuse, sexual abuse, financial abuse. It can include neglect by caregivers. Physical abuse is the intentional use of force against someone that causes an injury or impairment or pain. Examples of physical abuse that elders unfortunately often face include hitting, restraining to a bed or a chair, or over or under medicating. Verbal and emotional abuse occurs when an elderly person's caretaker, threatens them, demeans them, puts them down in a way that causes injury or harm. It can include things like yelling or insulting or withholding sort of pleasures like phone calls with loved ones. It's also an unfortunate fact that elderly folks' vulnerabilities make them susceptible to sexual abuse by caregivers or other residents in care facilities. Sexual abuse includes unwanted touching, unwanted sexual comments, sexual harassment, which cause harm to the elderly individual. Perhaps the most common type of elder abuse is financial abuse, where someone takes advantage of an elderly person's deficits for their own financial gain. Common examples include taking money or physical possessions from the elderly person, or it can include compelling an elderly person signature on financial documents for another person's gain. Finally, it's an unfortunate reality that care facilities are often overburdened and under-resourced, and that can result in neglect. Lack of resources is not an excuse at law to not provide an elderly resident with basic necessities, food, water, care, medical needs. And if those necessities are deprived, then that is a form of elder abuse and neglect, and it's something that the elderly person can arguably seek compensation for.